Okay. Hi. Let me do a quick context of today's class. I'm Sanchari, as you all know. For a couple of days, I've been attending a lot of webinars, going online, seeing, and I noticed that what my USP has suddenly become, which I wasn't even aware of, is the kind of visual slides that I make. Most people who join my classes or go through my portfolio, anything, they are very attracted to the visions and the visual part of it. So I felt that, okay, this is something I could really help all of you build. This is something I could help all of you do. And that is exactly what I'm going to take you through today. So let me show you first a couple of slides that I have used and I have made, and and I will be telling you later how we can do this. This is called, of course, a curriculum. This is how you can create your curriculum for 5 days, 6 days. It's a normal chart graph system. Only we will do one example of this. I will show you how you can animate such so that you can play games, quizzes. Okay. Then I will also teach you how you can make an intro slide. This is an intro slide that I have. Very basic. Actually, all these slides that I'm showing you are very basic. Takes very little time, all these effects. Then this is called a mock-up. To make your slides look better, I will teach you how to do a mock-up like this. Then how to make slides with heavy content, but they shouldn't look like they have a lot of content in it. Then I'll tell you how I use ChatGPT to generate something like this. All these images are also generated through Canva Pro or through ChatGPT. But before we go there, I want to quickly, for all of you, comment in the chat box or even say it loud. We are very less people. I'll let you say, what is it that you are particularly looking to learn? Maybe you might, even though through these slides, you might be like, I want to learn how to make this effect. I want to learn how to put this. For example, this is my entire company's framework. What do I believe in? What do I do? It is the entire framework that I have. So this is how it's not animated right now. This is an animation. It's actually very simple. Interactive presentations. Okay, lovely, Swapna. Yeah, you are recently, very congratulations. Today you concluded your journey. So I will tell you, honestly, for you, Swapna ji, you don't have to work a lot on slides. I need to do that because it's my style. For you, it's your art only that can itself be a very big thing. But I'll share with you how you can use image generation for Devani, okay? What about you, Ritika? What about you, Tanushree, Dharini, Anita, Pallavi? Hi, Pooja.
You
What
made
is
this image,
that you are particularly looking for?
this image, this is your image, right?
Yeah.
How did you make this in what?
This again, okay. So images that look like me, those are also generated through AI. There are two ways to do it. One way to do it is if you have an iPhone or something, you will get lots of those AI avatar apps, which you can simply download and they charge like 399 rupees and they give you 20 headshots or something that you can do. Or the other way is using Mid Journey, which I will show you, which is a little difficult. Personally, I say this image generation and making your image versions is a little complex, very honestly speaking. This is a little complex, but I will show you how you can get at least a version of you. This is of course done through sketchnoting, but when you have to tell your stories, you can build it using, say, a chronology like this, something to tell about. And this is something I had made almost 7 years back now. And I'm still using this. 1 minute, I think it's not loading. Yeah. This is something I had made 6, 7 years back. And even now, this is still relevant and I still use it. 1 second, it's not getting loaded. Give it 2 seconds to load. So if you have a solid about me ready with you, and you have a 2 page, 5 page, even a 10 page deck with you ready, that easily tells that who you are, what you are, it in itself acts like your elevator pitch. I am a person who doesn't like talking about myself a lot. Workshops, man, every time I have to say I don't feel like talking, I would rather like to show. So showing, being visually impactful is an option and a choice. It is not mandatory, not necessary. We have all kinds of impact you can create. Some people do it through audio impact. Recently, I went to this session where this person was giving out very emotional music was running behind, very like dramatic music was going on. It was an audio impact. I tried to do it in my classes. It wasn't my style and I wasn't really going with it. Then comes an impact of your words. If nothing, some people don't even need a slide. Their impact is created just through words, just being able to catch the audience. And if and that works if you have small webinars. If your webinars are going to be like 1 hour, 2 hours, or you have to make a lecture at somewhere, you can use just speech. But if you have shorter than this, if you have say only 15 minutes to make an impact, you can do it with slides. You have seen TED Talks, you have seen that TED Talks, both people use presentations, some use the audio also. So it is entirely up to your choice whether your personality is about, showing slides, displaying a visual thing, or it also works on the principle, what does your audience want? The reason why I have such creative visual way and I talk to it because I want to attract a certain type of audience who likes heavy visual. If your audience, so because I choose to work with 40 to 50 creative women who, have a passion for art. But if you are, say, targeting and your customer is professional people in their 40s, 30s, and 40s, you might have to do a very minimal one. Similarly, if you are doing it for, say, mothers, then you should have a visual story similar to the books that they read in kids. That means you have to do very high on storytelling because moms are used to seeing cartoons, moms are used to seeing different events. So it is all about your customer story. I always say that your brand is about your big idea, your customer story, and how you deliver it. So that is how you have to first think on who is the customer I'm serving and then decide. Don't make slides or don't make PPTs based on I like it. I am very affected with, I am very attached to the color orange, or say I am very attached to the color green. So I am going to use that to do this. Okay. Think foremostly of what does my customer want. And then the second thing you see is what else does my customer consume? For example, if my customer is, say, a Mind Valley subscriber, then I would make it in the form of, blue color.
निकालते हो
Yeah, I have muted everyone. So if supposedly my customer is a Mind Valley subscriber, watches Mind Valley, then I will use the Mind Valley typical purple, blue, and all those colors. If I know my customer is somebody who likes a lot of plants and greenery, who spends time with that, I will use green and white as a color or as a general vision for this. If on the other hand, your customer is somebody who, say, is a luxury connoisseur, they like more of those luxury, they are more of a, say, Tanishq brand consumer, they like brands, then you might have to do something in black, gold, and silver. So the first part of this is this itself, should you make presentations? Because it is all up to whether your customer wants it or not. No other idea for it. So, for example, Debani, you are a brand designer. You will definitely have to have very visual. For you, audio has to be very little. You have to put it out into heavy. I'll just show yours. Yours has to be very heavy, impactful. Whereas for you, Ritika, you are a parental coach. I don't think that too much visuals you would need. Yours could be only through talking and sharing with them and creating a more bond. So your way to create impact could be by making them do something, like get up out of the chair, clap for 3 times, check this, do this. It could be something more of that. Go and check your phone. How much time do you have? Yours can be more in terms of movement and connection. With you, Swapna ji, you're an art coach. Yours has to be again more visually expressive, because when people want to see art, they want to see it, they want to think it. So quickly, guys, tell me which domain are you from and why are you wanting to make better slides so I can take more of your examples. Very, very good morning, Nischala, Anita, Dharini, Tanushri, Anshika, Pallavi, Gunda, Anchak, Uday, Gurukul, please. Okay, let me know what are you, because I'll take examples on that. So I'll set a little bit of context. I have brought in some of my IIM sisters. And some of my favorite and oldest students. So Debani here is a branding coach. She works with helping people build brand kits and brand personalities. She's at the end, she'll make a slide today and she'll show you also. She's an experiential brand expert. Swapna ji here is an art therapist. She uses mindscapes and thought lines to help people express their best. And very big kudos, because Swapna ji got her certification as an mandala therapist yesterday, and today was the conclusion of her first course that she launched. Very, very big things are happening for her. Ritika here is a parental coach. She has a beautiful 12-step framework on helping people become conscious parents from start to the end. And she has recently launched a parenting academy, art and science of parenting. So for all those who have doubts about parenting, about child struggling, about fussy eating, she is the person for it. Rupsa is also working in a similar field. She is a group consultant for families. She wants to help in the times, and this is a very noble job, because in times of now, when people want to talk about nuclear families breaking apart, sending child to hostels, she wants to work with families that want to live together, that want to be with together, and create harmonious relationships with them. So we have all these people, and today I will be helping you all build something better. Poonam ji is also here, who is an image consultant, and I'll be reviewing her feedback also, because she's making a style book. So I'll be helping. She helps people dress better and be confident. We are planning to do an event together, so I will be designing that event only today and show you how it is done. And Guha is a financial expert for women. She helps people who are scared of finance get over the fear. So all these themes, now that you know, I will be working, giving you examples and seeing how to work with all of these. So for example, for Guha, it doesn't need to be very visually this. She can only work on an Excel or use an iPad to show, or scribble to show the maths of it. She really does not need to do a slide, but if she does, it's an added advantage. Okay. Let me see a couple of, what do you guys do? Health and mental health startup. Okay. So when you know it's health and mental health startup, you should not make a lot of very bright PPTs with flashing lights and doing it. You would want to do it in a more subtle tone. You might be wanting to do it in a more, suppressed tone, and it can be more attractive in terms of tasks and activities. Fashion has to be very much, so when I make Ritika, when I make Poonams, you'll see fashion has to be very heavy. Pet health startup can also become visual heavy. Okay, superb. So one part of this is the presentation. The second part of this is creating resources and assets. What are resources and assets? So one part is you create an impact by showing them beautiful slides like this. Your story becomes about, you show this. Happens when you are meeting your customer face to face. Like for example, this is a brochure that is a brochure of Debani, who is a brand designer. As you can see, hers has to be very visually attractive. Hers has to have a lot of gifs to keep the interest of this. 1 minute. Ha. So she has to adapt to something like this. Not everybody has to do this. Now say this is her brochure. This is something that she is taking forward with her, and she is, going to give the customer and show. The second part of this is resources and asset creation. Every time you meet someone, try to give them a value. We try to give them something that they can value and take back. For example, even when I'm giving this is my visiting card. Okay. Even when I'm giving my visiting card, I have left for them a little place for them to doodle. And if they scan this, it's going to be an art class. So there is no people would want to keep a card like this because they have something they can do with it. Whenever you have any conferences, any meetings, for example, if you have a mental and health startup, you can give them a habit tracker to give it. Thank you so much. You can do a habit tracker to build it. If you are a pet, if you have something in pets, you can give them a special pet care guide, 5-step pet care guide. On Instagram, I will be showing you there is something called InstaChamp also. You can do whenever you make a post, any post, just add a CTA. Do you want to know more tips about XYZ? DM me and I will send to you my special ebook on this. So ebook creation is something that is absolutely low effort, and you can create these ebooks, you can create these guides to further supplement your customer's journey, to make them feel better about this. So for example, if you are doing, what do you say? Someone was saying I am into, yeah. So if you are a cafe and you have a place, what do you say? If you have, like, for example, a social media post, you can't only post about where my cafe is and what it is. You can do things like put an informative post about what is the 5 ways you can brew coffee style cafe at home. Share a post and then say, DM me if you want to get an ebook to do this. Send them the ebook, and on the last page of the ebook, this should be there, that what is the program about, what do you do it, and a little bit about, if you want to connect with me, reach out there. Okay, so visual doesn't work just in terms of I'll make a presentation. It also includes making cards. It includes social media, and my favorite part, perhaps the one I use the most, is that how I can make it for using books and other resources I can share with people. Another version of this is giving a better customer experience to your clients. So for example, when people come to my classes, I offer them something like this. I will be giving you a complete comprehensive report on how your journey has been. This is a way of showing not just the customer, not just a way of showing how much your success stories and your testimonials, but it is also something when you give to your customer, the customer returns very happy. Okay, I've got something and doing it. So creating these resources, and this is all ChatGPT. I don't even have to put any brain onto this and think. I just generate the content from there, package it into a little beautiful pattern, and it gets there. Okay. So apart from this, can you guys think of any ways you can, create more visual impact, or anything you would want to work on? You can use it to develop your decks. You can use it to develop your, what do you say, your presentation pitches, to create infographics that you can send to people. You can, for example, Badri, you are a breathing coach. You can make something like this. You can absolutely give it out like self-care, how to use your breath work to do better. And you can build something like this and send it to people when they come. You can also use this as a bonus, saying all those who have, got this correct, then I will be giving you. So one of the most, and I see this card also, I have designed it here only. So you can see I am I love doing this. I love Canva, I love ChatGPT, and I use a large part of this in my work to do this. So my vision board, the certificate creation, of course, you can make certificate completions to do this. I want to show you one more thing, not just this. My entire merchandise has also been designed for these. So these are all sheets that I simply take a print of. These are the sticker sheets. This is something that I make for people to hang out, to hang postcards. All of this is there. This is a habit tracker. I take a printout of all of this and I simply sell that kit for a large amount of, for a good amount of money. It's a cross sell for me. These are some ebooks that you can design through this, that can act as a more comprehensive journey about you. So you can see the format here. Not this one. This is the old version. 1 second. Then apart from this, yeah, That's so when I talk, even for pitches. So this one is a pitch for a 12-year-old who I teach. So this was a pitch for his parents. So of course, there is the kind of pitch you do for everyone, and then there's a personal pitch that you do for high net individuals. So because it's a child, I know that Nirvan and Nirvan's mom will like to see cartoons. They will like to see font like this. So for them, I have a different sense of, you can see a very different personality that I'm putting up. Because I know that is how they want to, feel, and that is the other things they like to see. So depending on who you talk to, depending on who you teach, you have to give out you have to work on their element. What do they want? Okay. So with that said, let's start. I'll put out with some basics. Okay. 3 things that you should need when you are starting out when you're starting out on your visual journey. I haven't made any slides for this because it was a very impromptu thing. I was telling Badri that, Badri, why don't you join? I can help. I love this breath workshop and I thought I can help him build more visual thing. I said, Badri, why don't you come in? And then I thought I'd set it to my IM sisters also. So I don't have any slides for this. But 3 things that you need to become a better visual thinker. First is a bottle of water. You are going to be sitting for a very long time on these screens and doing it. So don't compromise on your health. You always need to hydrate. The second thing that will be very useful for you if you are starting out in this is a mouse. So if you are going on Canva, if you are working on Canva, this is something that can be absolutely vital, because designing it becomes 100 times easier with a mouse. So if you have a mouse, this works like magic. And the third part that you need to do is to have a Canva Pro subscription. I always tell that as an emerging startup, as somebody who's just starting up or has a very limited marketing and sales budget, 2 things you should get in. One is a subscription to ChatGPT Pro. Now it is ChatGPT 4.0. And the second is a Canva Pro subscription. Okay. So let's do a quick introduction. So like I said, a brand is your big idea, your personality, but your customer story. So even though you might like a certain thing, you should be very conscious about what is my customer story? What does they want? I used to do a lot of cartoons in them. I'll show you one example. So even this one, I used to do it with cartoons, because I really like this Netflix theme, and I used to be very attracted to cartoons. So I used to do them with a lot of these GIFs and cartoons. Okay, my version used to be more about cartoons, black, green, because that's what I liked. But then I realized that my audience, when I, did a little more deeper analysis of what does my audience want, why am I doing it? I realized they don't want it. So why should I give them? They don't even watch Netflix. Why am I using this Netflix theme? So a brand is about, there's some of these slides are made by Devani, by the way. So I'm going to use some of our slides. So with all of this, let's start building our 1925.
मतलब कंपनी जब से शुरू हुई ऐसा क्यों लिखते हैं? ब्रांड्स को ऐसे ही लिखते हैं। ब्रांड मतलब अपने नाम की अलग पहचान बनाए जिसे सारे लोग जानते हैं। छोटा था तभी उसने तय कर लिया था उसे एक ब्रांड बनना है।
Okay, तो हम भी अपना ब्रांड बनाते हैं. Quickly guys, tell me how many of you know which movie is this from? Which movie is this from? Dharini, I will be showing, it's not going to be about theory. I'm going to show you from step to step how to make all of this only. Yes? How? It's a KGF. It's from KGF. So we'll make an exclusive brand about this. But the first thing, I'm going to teach you how to use ChatGPT and all of it. The first part of this that I want all of you to answer is, what is your brand about? Because I want you to write one statement on it. We'll be using ChatGPT to use this to build it. What is your brand about? Which is basically, my brand is about helping people. My brand is about, creating better systems. Is it about improving people's life? Is it about becoming more mindful and aware? What is your brand about? I want just one sentence out of it. So one way to say this answer, to get this answer is, my brand is about helping XYZ who are at this position to reach this position using something. Okay, superb, Swapna. Communication through my brand is about communication through art. You can add in a few more lines. Ki what specific art? Your art is more about mindscapes. Your art is more about neurographic art. So improving communication through neurographic art. Okay, productivity through mental health for everyone. Beautiful. Enable parents to become quickly, guys. Maybe all of you can also attach your Instagram page or a link to any website or something while you are putting this. I will also give you a review of this. So when you are writing what is your brand about, you can add in a link to show also. Superb. So Gurukul, is this Mukta? Gurukul, your brand is about providing what education to what children? Okay, be more specific such that just reading it can tell me it's what is it about. Guha, perfect with financial knowledge in an easy manner. You also wanted to talk more about the fear part, Guha. A lot of it. So empowering women by removing their fear of finance with finance knowledge or something. That removing fear is very powerful. Okay, Broadway is an experiential concept for new age customers. What customers? Okay, let me take you to the next part of this because I want it to be because once you have this concept note, you have this detailed note, you can use it everywhere. This is, by the way, for all those who are coaches or have to share their story into it. This is how you start your story. What do you do? So, for example, Badri, yours can be, I help people live holistic lifestyles with the help of breathing techniques. I am doing this. And then the next part of it is, how did you get there? After years and years of going through allopathic medication, after after experimenting with so much, I realized I can offer a better solution. And the third part of your brand is, what impact are you making? What change will anyone see in them after they have gone through your product? So when you say I am providing education to the rural area children, what impact will happen? More children will, be more empowered. They will find more better education opportunities. Okay. So for example, providing marketing consulting services for B2B firms to help their business create a brand. So maybe a little more detailed on, how you help them do it. Yeah, I do it by providing the best solution, the fastest solution, the quickest solution. Okay. So I will not be doing this in detail, but if you know this, your brand becomes very cool to talk about. It's called a 5-finger brand model. You can take a screenshot of this. Why I am excited to create my legacy. Why is my service amazing? Why more people will come? Where, when, what, and who? The most important part of this is the 2 part. Most people focus on what you are offering, and whenever we talk to anyone, they start telling you what they do. And that is not as important as why you do it. This is the principle that is given in books like Oversubscribed, and any business coach will tell you the consumer doesn't care what you do. They do why you do it and will you get it. Apple doesn't say we offer, you might have seen this beautiful, I will share it also, The Power of Why by Mike Sinek. Apple doesn't say, I give the best phone that has quality, that is fastest. It believes in we provide thinking unimagined. We provide new, creative, innovative solutions. So the why is more important. And the next is the who. So quickly, guys, tell me in the chat box, who is your who? Who is your ideal customer? 2 lines I want you to write. So because I need an example, and I'll show you also how detailed this journey is. Many of people ask me, like most of them who come to my classes, they'll be like, okay, give me the social media strategy, give it to me. The social media strategy can only come when you have a very clear idea of what you want to achieve with this. So for example, this is the branding model that all of them follow. Debani, I'm using yours to show. So for example, this is Debani. This is, by the way, the tool called Notion. Notion is an extremely useful tool for this. I track all my students' performance here itself. So say, for example, Ritika's entire course, our branding material. This is how much in detail, first of all, you need to know about your customer to understand this, that these changes will happen, this model will happen. Because once you have this is a 12-step framework, then life becomes very easy. Where was Devani's? Okay. So this is the 5-finger model. What is it? Why do you want to create a legacy? Who will benefit? Where can you share? When will you do it? So all of this together is a concept summary. Who am I? What do I want to do? What is my story? What is my target audience? Okay. So even if you don't know this, you can simply put this, what is it? Your idea. You have given your idea, right? Young mothers, okay. Once you have this idea, now comes the fun part. You go to ChatGPT. So some of you might be not having the ChatGPT Pro. That's okay for now, but I personally have been using ChatGPT for a while now, and I can 100% tell you that it is much better when you have the paid version. It doesn't, I think there is a time limit also. After a certain number of messages, the free version gets over. I think so. And even then, I have seen on the same system, if I'm talking to two different models, very different quality of answers come. And also ChatGPT is more new in terms of this. And another, but if you don't have ChatGPT, the another version that I use, which has very good communicational is this Claude version. So for copywriting and for creative purposes, I'll just share my screen. Claude is also pretty good. 1 second. Okay. Claude is also a very good system for this. So if you don't have paid ChatGPT, then for copywriting and for creative purposes, Claude is good. In fact, if you are just starting out, don't buy a ChatGPT in rush. Take some time. But so what can I help you with? This is what I have said. This is the big idea. I want to help budding business owners who are struggling with leads, etc., without hiring this. Can you create customer avatars for my target audience in India? And I will add one line here. I want to create a brand language that resonates with them. Can you help me figure out using a research into okay, it's given you this. So it's not given, Claude has not given me a very satisfying answer. So I'll repeat it again. Retry. So these are the things, this behavioral information is what I need the most. So I will say, okay, give me a sample behavioral info and help me decide what my visual branding should look like based on them. So based on this, your target is active on social platforms like Instagram, Facebook. Your visual style should be clean, modern, and visually appealing. Your strategy should be educational and inspirational. So you will get a lot of this based on this only. But again, ChatGPT is much better to use for this. So I will share with this. The same, I'm going to share it in this. Have someone else shared your instances? Gemini is also okay. Google is now competing with Gemini, so Gemini is also okay to use. Instead, right now, if you don't have all of this, these are all the images. We were recently making a cartoon and all. 1 second. I'm trying to look for the Notion. Give me 1 second. Yeah. And even if you don't have all of this ready, you are like, itna matter, I don't know about my brand. You can simply start from one thing also. I want to help budding business who are dealing with leads. Help me create a visual branding for myself that is based on their behavioral preferences. My ideal customer is, so if you know your ideal customer, which is why I made it copy, create, and this. And then you ask, what are other sites, apps, and things they use? I will want to create my brand based on that. Give me detailed research and help me build palette and brand it for me. That's it. This is a big kind of a thing. I'll share it with you. What is it? Help me create a visual branding for myself. Let's see. Okay. So once this is done, yes, there it is giving, because it's very important to know what do they want. So creative, DIY enthusiast values uniqueness and personalization. What are the platforms they use? They use Pinterest, Etsy, Instagram. They use Adobe, Photoshop, Lightroom. Their coaches that they use are this. What kind of beauticians they go to are this. So you can keep on asking. This is the way you can absolutely get to know what does your customer want, what does your customer see, where else do they do. Okay, so see, they are talking about, then there is gym owners, all of this is given. So once you get to know this, let it generate. It's taking time because it's going to give a lot of colors and all. Once you know who this ideal customer is, the next part of this is very easy. Then you just keep in their mind and think of them and start working on building something for them to do. Okay, so let's get to the next part of this now. Let it generate. Till then, I'll show you something else. So then the second part of this is your color, is your visuals, colors, all of this. So if you are using Canva heavily into this, if you use Canva to design your slides and all, my biggest recommendation to you would all to be is to invest in a brand, in the Pro, because in Pro you get something called the brand kit. And this brand kit, which you might have taken, which you pay typically thousands for people, you can create it on your own for yourself. So I'll show you my brand kit here. Not this. So when I realized that my audience wants more colors, wants more nature colors, so that's what I defined. These are the colors that I work. If you want more information on this, Debani would be the right person to do it. She's the one who helped us there. You have a voice here and you try your pictures. This saves me infinite number of time, number of effort, because I'll show you. When we try to make a poster, any poster, say for example, which occasion is coming today? Okay, summer sale. Very random, I'm doing summer sale. So say I really like, these are all chappal. Okay. Let's say I like this one. Now, what I would do is, what typically people do is, when they have something like this and they really like, they will start editing these one by one. So yellow, they will put their brand color. Then probably this image, you will upload another image. Then you will put it here. This is what typically people do. Whenever there is this color changing, so for example, I want to work with this. Then say like this. What people typically do is they'll go here, they'll like, okay, this design is there, how I will correct it? I will go here, I will click like this, I will click this, then I will change this color also, say I want it to be in blue shades. Okay, then individually picking, you do it. For example, for this, you'll be like, okay, I want to change the color to brown. This I want to change to this. Then you will think of changing the background. These are the steps you would take. But here, if you have a brand kit ready with you, all you simply need to do is click on a simple click of this. So if I just put a simple click, all my band fonts, all my brand, all of this comes to it automatically. I don't have to spend time thinking about which will work better. Did you know this tip? So even if you don't have your own brand kit, you still don't have to spend a lot of time changing it. For example, this one. Not this one. I'll choose something else. Yeah, let's, for example, take this. You really like this, but it is not in your brand style. You go to design. Here in templates, there's something called styles. So you can experiment with styles, change the color, change the font according to what you prefer. Okay, and if you like an old presentation that you really like, that also you can do. In fact, I'll show you one more hack that has really helped me. 1 minute. Say I want to make one on, I want to make a chart. Say this chart, okay? I want to tell people how to create more influence, or I want to show 5 images of something. What I would have done is I would have taken each one of them and edited one by one to put it into my brand colors. Okay, this one, I will do it in green. Sorry, I'll do it in green. This is what old me would have done. New me simply clicks on a template, which is in my brand kit also. And with one click, I'm able to do this. Okay. And even if I don't have a brand kit, here is another way I can do this. Some image I really like. Maybe this is the image that I want. I upload this image and I simply put apply colors to page here. There you go. So you don't have to worry about, colors and all of this. Any page, for example, I really like this. So just click it, apply colors to page. And it's done. Okay. So ChatGPT must have generated here. So based on that, by the way, Debani, how bang on correct are you? Because it has recommended orange only as a color, which you have chosen anyways for your brand. So using this, you can choose out, you can find out exactly what colors also your brand should do. All I did is I put out their thing and I asked what other sites do they use? What other different things do they use? And based on it, they made this. Cool. So now you even have these colors. I can ask, okay, love this. Can you generate an image representing my brand with the palette that you mentioned? And this is a one-time investment, because once you do this, once you have your colors ready, once you have all of this ready, you will not have to do it again and again. This is the coolest part of this. What has happened to it now? So once you do this, you have to just settle your color palette and never have to worry. So congratulations, you have saved close to lakhs now, not going to a graphic designer and sharing all of this with them. You can do it on your own. At least when you're beginning out. When you're starting out, you do this. Later, when you feel like I need to, get more professional work or I need to do it, absolutely hire somebody. One minute. Try again, please. So while it regenerates, let's go to the next part of this. So once you have your color palette ready, your font ready, you are ready to go. You are ready to just kill it and be there. So let's start with that part now. So first thing that I'm going to teach you today is to create an about me or about my brand style slide. So that in a one pager, you are able to convince people what you do, who you do. I showed my chronology. I showed all that. You can be in one page, be able to very clearly tell who am I, what is it that I do, and how do I do it. So we'll start with a blank page itself. A blank presentation sized. What is the problem with it? Try again. Ever since I've used the Prompt Engine Pro, this is coming out as an issue. Yeah, you start with a blank presentation. Now, of course, the easiest ways you pick up the easiest ways you take something from here and you can copy it. So for example, I would look for something here called chart. Okay. So remember the one I showed you on my 5-day program that was made in this only. It is made out in this format only. Or say you can take this chart also. Another way, another type word you can use here is infographic. Okay, infographics, this is a keyword that will help you a lot. They will give you more detailed charts which are more, helping you put out more information. Say this one. So go on to your Canva and do these steps. Search for infographic. This is that magic keyword I wanted to share. Got it? Yeah, these things are called infographics where you need to give high information or high context. So it's a neat way to do this. So I will show you all the effects through this only. It says this could be to show a process. Or you can go here and search for about me. And you will get layout ideas and all. So I take my ideas from here. This is based on chronology. This would be for if I was little kiddish, if I wanted to make it with a child. This one is more professional. This is also very cool. So depending on who your customer is, you choose one. Let's see. Yeah. So ChatGPT has created a clean aesthetic and based on what I want to do. So this is the brand palette it's recommending me. So what I do is, now the color palette is generated. It's the easy part. 1 second. Let me close all the tabs. Yeah. So I'll go to this chart that I like. I will upload my file. And I will say apply colors to my page. So there it becomes about my brand now. If you don't like it, you can ask it also, please add some videos. It's very important to be, when you interact with ChatGPT, to tell you exactly the kind of tone and doing it. That is why you need to have some basic knowledge about your customer and all to get in there. Otherwise, it won't know which one to do. It will give you a very generic version. See, it's given you a palette like this. I really like that. I think, Ritika, this is your palette, right? This is the same palette for your brand also. Yeah. So I will upload this image. And I'll say apply colors to page. That's it. No individual selection, and all you have to do in one touch, it has done this. Okay. So now we have this slide ready. We can start. Now we have a basic template ready. This is also there. So I can change the color of this here. In 2 minutes, it's going to get very crazy, very cute. This is the hard part of it. Finding out the colors, finding out the font. That is all the hard part of this. Once you are done with this, everything is easy. Okay. So say this is going to be my About Me slide. One line on what you do. So for example, you won't write about me, by the way, this is something I am writing. So for example, if you are making it for your brand, say Parenting Academy, or your personal brand, let's do it for a personal brand. Pehle, who am I? Then one liner on who you are. For example, I am a branding expert who helps you build passionate brands. Or I am a financial coach who helps into it. One single line on who you are. I'll copy paste from someone here only. I don't know. There is one paid plan only. Are there multiple paid plans? I wasn't aware. For example, for Ritika, I help. So who am I? Sorry. I help young parents manage parenting struggles and achieve harmony. Here, you should ideally write what is the most significant part of you. What do you want to highlight first? For example, if you see my About Me, I wanted to, of course, talk about my IIM first. I wanted to talk about those. So the ones that you want to highlight the most, you put it at the top. See, can you see now that the same slide that I showed you, that is the same slide. I've just added some images to it. So by the end of this, you'll also be able to create images like this. So you can see. So here I have highlighted on the part that I am from IIM and all this. This is my biggest part that I wanted to do, what I do, India's first. So all the things that I want to highlight, I will add it into the top. Okay, a chronology also. Things you want to highlight, things you want to say, you always add it on the top. Okay, so let's get on to do it. So everything that you want to attract, the core of your company, which is the reason why people should interact with you, the reason why you people should be spending time with you. That is what you are going to make in this. I'll just delete all of these tabs. Okay. Now comes all the hacks and all we'll be using. Okay. So back to the design. Where did the design go? Then you put in the center a picture of yours. Okay. So say, okay, I'll just use this picture. I want to put this picture. The first step you will do is edit image, background remover. This is the greatest. Please do not put pictures like that. Always put this like this. So Badri, I saw in your slides, there was that one where you were talking about your childhood and all. Rather than putting it out there, always take out, remove the background, and don't worry, it's still very awkward. Then you can go and search for something called blob. And there is a function here called layers, how you can take it back. I'm not going through the basics of all of this. I just wanted to share and show you how this is done. The Canva thing and all, I will give you tutorial on how to use Canva later. But okay. So you can create a blob here to give an background effect to this. And to further add a little bit of touch to it, you go to edit image. These small things matter so much, and add a shadow to this. It just becomes more 3D. It just becomes more attractive. Let's add another touch to it, since some of you wanted to do interactive. When you go on blob, look for blob animated. Okay. And you will see these animated shapes. Now, maybe you're like, I like this, but it is really not my color. So you can use, I'll show you how you can edit colors later. So I can put a blob here. This goes behind. Sorry. Good. And that's it. So your first animated, you can add a small visual impression. Maybe let's put this behind. There you go. So your first itself, there is a visual element to this and it's attractive. So when you are talking about this slide, nobody will get bored. Okay. Now these numbers and all we don't want. So we can delete these numbers. So say now this image is very nice and I wanted to contrast with my image. I can also do apply colors to that image and get the same thing. Okay. So now who am I? You can start adding icons here. So you can look for, first thing would be your education. Maybe you want to write in, or certifications, credibility, whatever you want to write. So you can add a small icon here. Oh, color has come out same only. Okay. Then write about your education here. What do you do? What is it that you want to build? Where is your credibility? All of this you can edit here now. Education. Second part could be skills. Third part could be biggest achievement. You don't have to write these titles. I'm just saying what all you can write in this. Then what one part of it would be where to find you as an Instagram and all of those links. And one more part could be, say, you can talk about previous experience. A fun fact about you. And one could be about your USP. Simply, that is how you can make a very simple slide. The first basic slide that you can make is this. Now, if you want to add a jazz pizzazz to this, it's the same thing, same who am I. I'm going to teach you the next method to do the who am I. Let's create it a little more attractive if we want to do it on the for ourselves. Okay. So this part I will copy. This photo I will copy and keep. Apart from this, let's say, so one feature I want to tell you about Instagram, about Canva, which will really help you, is called frame. So when you go here, when you click frame, you have to scroll here and this frames will come. These are called frames. Okay. These are called frames. So say, I will show you a very quick effect here. L. Okay, not L. Let's say I want to write my company's brand name. Okay, or maybe for you, Badri, it could be breathe, or a certain word that you want to emphasize on or anything. These are called frames. Wait, I'll where is L? Okay. Now, once this is done, I want you to go to elements, and here go to videos. Okay. And again, depending on your theme, the theme that you want to work on, for example, if it is money that you want to work in, you can add in here. If I want to work with nature, something green here. And this is how most people create these video effects and all. How cool is that? Yes. So same with this, you can do it the other way also. Same, I want to create a more, let's say, more holistic workshop. So I will launch a video. Lower this transparency. What happened? And now here, this becomes my intro slide. See, all of you wanted to know how to make effects. This is there. Now I'll show you another way to do it. What more add you can add this. For example, I want to write. Now here, animated is the keyword. You can find very good keywords with this animated. So for example, I want to say, I'm a parent coach. So how to find animated? One way is to write parent animated. Okay, you'll find it. Or here you click on these 3 dots and you will get an animated option here. So then only animated paths will come. So parent hasn't come. Let's do parent and child. Yeah. So this one I like. The second fact about me, okay, I'll just write it. Then probably next one you want to write, probably you have written books. So if you keep on animated every time, it will come like this only. I have written 4 books. Then maybe you help people with their fitness. I help people be more fit. See, a good quality video is already this kind of image you can show and keep explaining each part of this. Do you have now good ideas? Badri, you have good ideas about this now? How you can just show when in that part when you were talking about slides and all of it. Why don't you, but why doesn't, again, for this next part, I want any one of you to give me one of your slides and let's edit those slides and see what it is done. So Badri, can you give me one of your slides, a screenshot, or Debani, one of your slides? Rupsa, anyone? Give me one of your sample slides and I will tell you how you can add a more element to this. Any of your slides, PDF, screenshot would do. Anita, Tanushri, Pallavi, anyone can give one of your slides and let me show you how you can revamp simple slides. Another quick effect I can show you, which is very small effect here, but small things here. So here you search for writing. Okay, animated. This is great for social media also. So say this one. Then you search for handwritten. Handwritten, huh? Here you will have to write handwritten. I like this font. Okay. Affirmations. Right. One minute. It's come out too small, huh? 1 minute. Say affirmations time. Ayo, what is happening? 1 minute. Yeah, I'll just do this, okay? This is here. You can go to this effects. This is option is here, okay? Effects. And click on the effect called typewriter. On this. Animate, sorry, not on effects, on animate. And there will be an option of typewriter here. 1 second. So this is something you can have a lot of fun with and discover. I spend a lot of time here, but here. Okay. And in under 2 minutes, look at this. So these small things, these are not even any hard work and all. You just have to add in a good GIF. Say another example that I showed that day to people is okay, static animated. So does this work? Okay, no. In fact, not even this. Let's go to videos only. Okay. Let us say this video of a typewriter. For all your social media posts, reels, everything, this works like magic. Say this is there. I will add a text to this. Say a slide on what do you really want in life for mental health, all of these people who are working on, or 10 tips to help you build better stamina. I am not going to tell you the social media calendar part today. That probably next week I'm teaching another batch. Then you can get in there. Today is just about small tips which are for people who use Canva but didn't even know. So animate again. Then you go to the option here. You can choose many options. Bounce. All of this is there. I like to use this option called typewriter only. Okay. There you go. So this in itself could become a reel for yourself where in the caption you can write a social media post for you. These are small. These are barely takes 10 minutes to do. Okay, so go and try, look at there if it is there. Yeah, these are all paid push. Yours, Debani, there is nothing to actually check. Okay. Can you send me a picture of you also, Badri? I will show them a very good effect of them. This effect that you did know, actually noticing this slide only yesterday, and I was like, okay, he can do so much better with this slide. Give me one picture of yours also. I will share with you how you can make this slide. Okay, I'll show everyone what is the slide. There is a spelling mistake also. I have written this also. It is causal body. That day I wanted to tell you also, instead of causal body, you've written causal body. That I noticed. So very good. You have sent me this slide only. We'll work on this. Okay. Can you send me a picture of yours? Or I will use a representative picture. If you have one, give me. Coincidentally, you're wearing the same thing in this picture here. So you all have seen that. We are going to make exactly a version of this. We'll see how a simple slide like this can be converted into something cool.
It may take time, like, can I do it in 2 minutes? I'll share it.
Don't worry. I'll just use this picture. I'll use a representative picture of some man meditating. Okay.
Perfect.
So this is
yours as well.
this is his slide, and we'll make it. So the first thing that I'm looking for is a meditating man. Say I will pick up this man. He's not as handsome like you, Badri, but we will manage, okay, with this man. See, it's the same thing, gross body and subtle body. Now, I will make 3 copies of this. This one I will go in edit image. There's something called duotone, and I can change its colors. And this one, let's make it blue. Okay, blue is not visible. Let's make it orange. And then, instead of writing gross body like that, we'll suggest look for box. Sorry, go for graphics. There will be shapes like this. Then add into this gross. Sorry, what happened? Do you like this more, Badri? Do you like this one?
Yes.
You can do it for
Very nice.
yours. You send me a picture of yours. I can either help you do this, or you can make one for yourself. So gross body. And you can give these as reading material also. Once you make this, you can write, you can generate 2-3 more slides on what is this. I'll show you how you can, for least effort works, how you can do this also. 1 second. So you can leave it at here also. This itself also looks very good. We can create 2 boxes, but we are going to add in some more things to it. Small things that make a very impression, because this is a slide which you will show every time. So we'll add some shadows to this as well to make it look a little 3D. Where did your other image go? So adding images to this makes it a little 3D. You change the color through duotone. Okay, so Swapna ji, your artworks, your mandalas, this is a way you can represent them as well using different colors. Okay. Now we can leave it at this, but there is even one more level, because it's related to meditation. You can take it forward too. So you look for meditate. What do you think? Do you think this will entrance people? How much? See here, it is an image. But here I am able to visualize myself getting a more spiritual into this. I can see myself as my body and all of it. And let's add one more touch to it. Go to this whole slide. Go to animate. Sorry, go to animate. There's something called page animations. Use Magic Animate. I usually use this handmade one. You can use either one of them. What do you think, Badri? Will you use this slide now or will you use the old slide now?
Of course, this will get
That's
clear.
what- And can you do this? My question is, will you be able to make this on your own? Yes?
Yes, because now you have shown me. Hopefully, I can able to try. Like for sure, it's possible. And
It's doable, right?
yes,
That's
it's
the
doable. Yes. And this is like what happened was like after watching this, I don't need to explain so much.
Correct.
To see this slide.
Correct. It is like
They can-
showing also your body is getting into there. It's a more visual. I always say this, people are sold the most when they see at the obvious changes that can happen to you. Right. So I will show you one more to show the change. Again, like this is all because the customer can look at it and immediately understand what is going through. So now next I'm going to do it for one slide of Ritika. Okay, Ritika, I think I have your presentation. So we'll pick up one slide from Ritika. If you guys, any one of you share your slides, I can also do that. So let's say, Poonam ji, you send me your new style book also, please. So see this about me slide. Now you can do it in a much more attractive way. This is what I do on just one slide. Instead of putting all these things on different slides, say this art, theater, soccer, academics, you can do it in one slide only to show, to create a more impact. There was a before and after slide, no, Ritika, for you. Piche tha na wo. This before after, okay. Let's say this slide. Now we are going to make a version of this before and after slide to be able to put into the changes. So first thing is, I will copy all this text from here and I will go to my favorite best friend, ChatGPT. Okay. Please use this to create an image showing the contrast. Make it ultra realistic HD. This is just a keyword. If you want it to become in cartoons, as you can see with Ritika, all of it is very ultra realistic. So I'm using the ultra realistic. You have WhatsApp me, Poonam ji, hai na? Okay. No, you give me the raw version of it. I just want to give you a template how to start from an ebook, how to make it. कोई 4-5 images भी हो गए, पूनम जी ready, तो give me those images.
आपको एक्सेस करो, ऐसे भी मैंने ओपन ही
Green one
रखा,
image
वो
revise.
सेम लिंक पे जाइए, वो खुलेगा.
Okay, green जो green slide है वही ना?
हाँ हाँ, आपने जो आपको जो मैंने भेजा है वही.
Okay. So I'll show you ChatGPT has generated the answers. One minute. It absolutely creates an atmosphere, Swapna ji. It can be a little distracting also, but mostly it is there. So it has generated images like this. Okay, this is a very chaotic image. The child is going volcano and all of it is building. Okay, I'm trying it again. This is not a good image. ChatGPT is just like an employee. Sometimes it gives sometimes it gives great answers. Like I'll show you a very funny example. We were making our vision board. So first it gave very good, it's loading. First it was giving such happy, good pictures, and I and Niranjan were so impressed. Ki look, it is giving out such images. Then look what it is giving me. I said, make it little Indian looking and only looking. It went from here to here. So ChatGPT sometimes becomes very moody and creates all these energy classes have really drained me this week. You can use this on Canva as well. So Canva hasn't got very good image generation capabilities, but if you go to Elements, you go here, image generator, you can use this to do it. Let's see what answer comes in. So it's a matter of experimentation and all, which ones work for you, which one doesn't. Where did that go? Okay. Midjourney is 100% better than ChatGPT, but Midjourney is very complex to use. I will show for those who haven't seen Midjourney. First of all, Midjourney is not a website. It's not a thing. It's a server-based thing. So Midjourney interface is something like this. So I will show you the same prompt here. So this is a little complex to use and all. Imagine. Make it ultra realistic HD. So of course it will give you 100 times better option. You see right now the variance between this and this, but the kind of headache you have to do to get to this, to build it, is not worth it. At least right now you can do with ChatGPT and Canva also. So I'm showing you in 3 different parts. Here it could not give a very good image, as you can see. Let's see what ChatGPT has done. And then finally Midjourney. Okay, so that is why the prompt did not work. I will write a new prompt. Create an image showing the contrast, happy child and an undisciplined child. I have no idea what has happened to ChatGPT. I think it's getting performance pressure. So many of us are looking at it, so it's not able to generate at it. Otherwise, last night I sat down and I generated so many images. I was working on, like I'm starting a kids program, so I wanted to work on a workshop on this that can. So I added my image to this also and asked it to generate an image based on that. So yesterday we were able to generate such good images. Today, I don't know what mode it is in. But it is difficult. It is like coding and all. It is a little difficult to do. Okay, this is pretty creepy message. Creepy things are coming. Happy child and an undisciplined child. So you see, you have to, the images are very good quality putting out in there, but you have to really work on the prompt and all of it to get in there. Yesterday, I was planning to design a superhero that looks like me to get in there, to build it out there. So I could use this also. There is an option of adding an image. So you can add an image and then ask it to, put your own image and say, make a cartoon based on this. That all it can be done. Okay. So for example, I call it, let's say, the magic of breathwork. Okay, that has been one part of this, how you can make your slides. So you can convert a before and after. I'm waiting for a good image. to convert into this. So those who are very interested in doing image generation and all, it's not a cakewalk. It's pretty difficult in these days. Some days it really works. So for example, breathwork images, stunning images like this you can get. Okay. Maybe I want to take it for mandala art teacher, for example. See, if you write only mandala art teacher, this will come. So it means you have to give it more comprehensive this, okay? So how do you write prompts? Indian woman with short hair and specs. She is a mandala teacher and is in her art studio. In her hand is a big mandala. She has two dogs near her. This is because I know she has a dog. So same thing I will generate on ChatGPT as well. See, now it's finally come. So I will download this image also. Not this, not this. If you have any doubts, guys, by this point of time, please let me know. So there you go. Swapna ji, as closest to possible as you can get. Let's see Swapna ji once. Does this image look like you? Yes. So that is one way you can do this through this. You can create images, experiment with this and build it out. Same thing I will show you what you can do if you use this on ChatGPT. And same thing I will show you on Midjourney. So the difference is, of course, on all of it. So Canva Pro, if you have it, you genuinely don't need it. So like, let's now then do this before after slide.
I have a question, Sanchari. That images you that generated right now, can I give my pick and I can generate those images in
Try it,
Canva?
experiment with it. These are still, understand that Midjourney, ChatGPT are all in experimental mode. Sometimes it does give, sometimes it does not. It is all about its mood that day. So see, like I have now a before after. Rather than this, I have a before after image like this. Now I can go here. I can change its transparency here. You can see so that it becomes a little there. Wait 1 minute. It's all the basis. So there, my personal recommendation to most people is you use those apps on iPhone and all. Now you get a lot of those apps that will help you, you know, created on your own. Zada brain don't use on all of this. Okay. So here it is now. Let me go to a square shape. So my before and my after. So see, it's such a visual thing rather than, you know, I see happy parents, I see this, but this one really clicks onto it. I don't want to see my child unhappy. I don't want to see this. So ChatGPT is very good at creating images like this. So you can use all this to do it. This can be in Canva also, it can give you good options. So you can write all about it. My customer is sad before, after art, life before art, life after art, and you can make, sorry, after. You can do this. Now let's see the same prompt what Midjourney has brought out for us. This is in Midjourney is this. You can see it is very realistic. It is more of this. So now to make it edit, I would have to go through many recommendations and ask it edit this. But you can definitely see the quality is much better than there. Let's see it on ChatGPT. ChatGPT has given a different style altogether. So 3 different styles has come from 3 different this. So even with this, now what we do is supposedly this is more like you. So V3, U3. So Midjourney is a different language to use and put. I don't recommend starting with that. So you can zoom out 2x also. So you can mention here, I want a dog, that is this, but it will take many iterations on Midjourney and all to get what that ideal image you are looking for. But general images like this, you can get. Go to your iPhone and click on AI image generator. Click on AI image generator and all. There will be many of these headshots. They will take, I think, 99 rupees or 499 rupees or something, and they'll give you a set of 20, 30 to do it. Because on your own, if you do it, it will take you many iterations. I'll show you the. Yesterday, I was finally able to generate 5 images that look like me, but it took me a long time to do this. So I will not recommend spending a lot of time on this. But I did get a couple of images. So let me show you whether you guys think these images look like me. 1 second. Yeah. So this was a cartoon I was trying to generate because I'm working with kids now. I wanted to make them a character wise. This somewhat it gave me a little bit of this. But again, to generate these 3-4 images, it took me a very long time. Do it only for
This is DALL-E.
No, DALL-E is ChatGPT's inbuilt is called DALL-E only. DALL-E is not
Oh, this year,
separate.
the images you showed me showed us right now of yours, those are generated in ChatGPT, is it?
Some are ChatGPT, some are this, what do you say, some are AI mid. It took me a very long time, like almost 1 hour to create my vision board that I wanted to do, which I'll be showing with you in a couple of days. So it took me 1 hour to generate 5 images because I was asking it to give me yoga. It was giving me wrong poses and all of it. It gave me time, took time to do this. So I personally don't recommend people to waste time on this because the ROI is not that good. So there you go. I've taught you now. You can create images to create an impression also for you.
How did you create those cute little, that girl, which, what do you put for that?
Create animated version. But again, guys, this looks very nice, but this is a very low ROI thing. You do it once or twice for your fun, but this is not going to help your clients get impressed by you or doing it. This is just something you can do once in a while to get an avatar for you and all. Don't get distracted because I have wasted a lot of time with this image generation. Do it only for the slides and what you want to do. Okay. So this is one version of this. I've taught you how to make a presentation and about me slide, how to create animated images, how to create these images. Now let me show you. I also showed you how to create a video background, how to do these kinds of images. So you can just increase this and this becomes an Instagram post. You can write 1 quote every day here. Now let me tell you how to make ebooks, how to make stunning ebooks that you can give out to anyone to use. Let's see yours. Good effort. For somebody, Poonamji, who told me 2 months back, I don't know how to use Mac. You are doing great job of doing this. I love it. Let's add a little bit of let's add a little bit of jazz to this. So we will go again to the chat GPT here. We can say, help me generate an image of woman, of Indian woman transforming after going through image consultation. They are more confident now, look good, and feel good. First, they were upset and did not feel pretty. Okay, so you can create these before, after, because this really helps create an impression. If the user can see for itself, these are the changes that can happen to me, they are sold most. That is why, what do you say, those before after effects work so well, those transformation stories. So it's downloaded. I was thinking, what will graphic designers do now? Oh God. Okay. This is funny. So you can see sometimes it gives in, sometimes it doesn't give in. I have no idea what is this. Okay, I will share a list of AI. But usually when you go to your app store, I don't have an iPhone, that's why I can't tell you. But usually when you go on iPhone and all, you will be able to see the first Play Store, it will come and show apps to generate this. Or even here, if you search headshot generator AI. So there are many of these most realistic images and all of these are here. You can play around with, supposedly free ones are not good. I honestly have used a lot of these free tools and all, they are not good. PixArt and all of these have face generators and all of it. But I would recommend you to, what do you say, do it on your, this won't be really very realistic. Where was I? Where was I? Yeah. No, not this yet. This is much better. This is a much more clear picture of what I want to do. So here in this, we will upload this image also. What happened to it? Then you again look for here. So when you search for elements, there will be frame here. Okay, much better. Yes, so you can add in an edit image, an effect here also, shadow. Not this one. Okay, not this. So I will look for glow here. One minute, my system is hanging on. And there you go. Now also, it's not complete. Let's add another jazz pizzazz to it. So we click on this. Simply go to animate, page animations. There you go. So your first slide can be, which is of course the most important one, and doing it, you can add it. Here you can add your logo as well. Okay. Now let's add one more effect to this. Things you can do to make these slides look more attractive. Okay, 1 second. Where is this image? So here you can go to edit image, background remover. By the way, very good slides, Poonamji. I'm very happy with the slides. So if you want, you can add in. Acha, isme the hand is cut, otherwise
Thank you, Sanchari,
for.
for appreciating my slide.
Oh, no, I'm very, yeah, you were a person who said, you never heard of Canva until a couple of years, months back. And now you are making this. This is absolutely stunning. What are you saying? So इसमें hand का problem है. If you have a better image, the acha hand has come a little bit here. So maybe using this. But great stuff. Very, very good stuff you have done. If now I am getting confidence that if you can do it, anybody else can also do, because you were the person who was least confident about this. So I'm getting a lot of validation on the teacher I am. So you can add in a cutout for yours. You can choose a better image to do it. Okay. This all is good. So I love my body. Create an image for that also. But don't create an image, but go to elements and go like self-love. So you can either add this, or you can even go to photos. Take this big, reduce its transparency, and put it behind. If you use these just basically make you look. Now, even on this slide, let's look for fashion. Let's go to animation. You can add all these elements, small elements, to make it seem better. I don't know, load. It probably get load. So all these animated ones you can add in a little bit. This you can shorten. And that's it. This becomes an ebook that you can send it to people and doing it. By the way, she is spending a lot of time in doing this ebook. So for example, this image, remove the background of this image. So she is doing a lot of hard work to make this, but I'll show you how you can make these easy ebooks also. So this is how you can add in. You got this? So you can add in more cutouts. And if you want to make these cutouts real, just go to edit image and you can put in shadows. Yours is a very high visual thing because you have to make it for people who are going to look at all of this. So each images, you can make them better by just adding a little shadow, by just adding a little frame. Good job. Very good job. Super. बस इसका text to X लिखना है. Okay. Now, supposedly you don't want to do a lot of hard work. Now I'm going to I have made you do all this hard work. Let me show you the easy work of doing how creating presentations and all. Magic Studio. Okay. Try Magic Design. Quickly, guys, tell me some of the brands that you have. Absolutely, Pallavi. There are now special AI things for using cost model shoots and all this. And also there is, I can help you. Logos are very easy to doing it. Okay, so here I will write 10 ways you can use art and breathing to help improve your lives. This is for if I want to make ebooks and I don't want to do any mehnat on this, okay? I don't want to do any hard work. I don't want to do this. This is the easiest way to do it. Till this time, this is generated, which will not take much time. Let me show you a logo mockup generator also. The app is called Brandmark. You want to create a logo. Thank you again. I'll save you lakhs now in this time. New logo. Empowered moms, be a super mom. Rupsa, what is yours? Mindful moves. No, yours is mindful moves. Mindful moves. Holistic yoga, mindfulness for happy families. Some keywords I will add: yoga, family counseling, bond, be happy family. Let's go. This is one site. The other site is much better, Looka. You might have heard of Looka also. By the way, let me have a look at how is ChatGPT Canva doing till then. Okay. By the time I made it, it has created a presentation for me. This is how easy it has become now. So simple slides, you don't even have to think about it or doing it, it will give you. And I wrote only one line. Had I written some more, say, five benefits of, what do I want 5 benefits of? 5 benefits of journaling and affirmations and habit trackers. While it does there, let's go to Brandmark and see what it has created. There you go, Rupsa. It has created for you logos. Mindful moves. So you can edit these as well. It is as simple as this. So say, for example, let me choose a good one. Okay, say I like this. It will also show me mockups associated with it, that how every mockup, what design would look good with it, what would be doing. And you can edit this also. So if you're just starting out, don't spend a lot of money building things, building out of it. You will get very good logos, good ideas for logos. And if you think that all these graphic designers are not using AI, they are not using all of these to do it, then you're mistaken, because I have been in an agency for a very long time. Trust me, ChatGPT is much more dedicated than they would be. So Looka is again a very good method to do it. So say I want to work in education. a holistic school for rural Indian children. Say it like some of them. And of course, many of you will be like, why am I giving such value of these class for free? Because I genuinely want to give it for free. If you really want to give back this arigato, you want to give back the thank, whichever groups you are part, tell people that these exist, because I can share with them YouTube recordings and all of it. Educate people that this is the way. That's the only way I would love for you to give back to me. That if you liked from it, go to the groups and tell people and share that how your life has changed with this, so that they can also do this. That's it. That's all I ask
Robert, I'm
today.
raising my first bill. Okay. என்னன்னா ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் ஒரு கம்பெனில இருந்து வாங்கி நம்ம ரீசேல் பண்றோம்.
Guha, mute yourself, please.
அது
Surya, Acha, Surya is not there today. I'll have to. Family values. See, very comprehensive. No, these things are fun to do also. Flower. Continue. Let's just see. So again, these are things that you can generate your logo using this. You don't have to really go and find out fancy things. One way for you to do is, and then of course you can customize this and show it, but I'm going to now show you of making more realistic and cool logos also. This is one way to do it. So here it has given you a complete mock-up card and everything also. So you can take screenshots of this, you can create variations of this, everything is available. Now the other part of this is, I have your Rupsa information here. Where had you written the bigger version of this? Was it written here? Yeah, here what was given. No, not this. This one only I'll take. Yeah. Yeah, I told you, Rupsa, not to copy paste from ChatGPT, but to work it. But okay, today's feedback session, there I will give you feedback.
No,
on
that was only that table is copied from the chat GPT.
Okay, the note you wrote yourself.
Yeah. The note has been written by me, only that table.
Help me generate a nice logo for my brand. Also suggest color palette. So here logos are actually, that gives more elaborate logos. So I use it more, but if you want to get more sophisticated, professional looking, absolutely do it from here. So logo generation, anything else you want to? Okay, thank you. What else? Logo generation is done. You guys had asked about slides. I've done. So something like this. But you might be like, I don't like it. Can it be more? What change would you like it in, Rupsa? Tell me. Yeah, next Debani's mock-up only. What change would you want to bring in this?
I want it to be more simple.
Can
Not-
it be? What color shades?
Green, blue, what are the colors?
This one
Yeah,
works.
blue. This one works. The color palette is fine, but I think there are too many images and it's too chaotic.
Okay. ChatGPT said the way to talk is to talk like a very skillful, but little slow in turn. So you have to give it all the details that you can. It will create stunning this for you, but you have to give it details and talk more to it. The more you talk, the more you build it, the more it gets out there. This is, I think, better, right? Now,
This one's nice.
and now if you can
Better.
see, there are a lot of spelling mistakes in this. So let's correct this first. Many of you, when you start generating AI images, this will happen that your images will have lot of spelling mistakes. This is a hack that I discovered on my own, and I feel like if I should sell it for a money, because so many people I know are spending a lot of time in doing this. But I'll show you now. This has a lot of spelling mistakes. So you take this image and you use this option called grab text. Earlier, I used to write, please generate the image text correctly. Please help me do it till 10-15 times the journey would be going. But now because of this option, it's become really good. So all of this is now editable. Joy.
What is it called, Sanchari? What text? Why? Because I always struggle with this.
Grab text. Grab text.
Okay, grab. Okay.
ChatGPT doesn't know how to do text. So text is an issue for it. So
Yeah,
this,
texts are always jumbled up.
Where exactly is the option, Sanchari, for grab text?
you go to edit image, background
Okay.
remover, magic eraser, magic grab, grab text, magic edit.
Okay.
All of these
Thank you.
options are, by the way, really cool. Each one of them have a very specific function. So this is done. Now I'll show you the last part of this, which will take your branding to a new level. Go to apps. Here there will be an option. I don't know if it comes in free Canva. In Canva apps, there's an option called mockup. This is mockups. Now, okay, it won't come like this. I will have to download it. 1 minute. So you can download images on your own also through this. Then I'll go to uploads. These are ways to make you look like a bigger brand than you truly are. So let it fix. There you go. So you can do more things with this. This app function in Canva is also very useful. It has a lot of things. So say I want to show my course is this available for it. Then you can add in. So to make this page even more impressive, is there an image of me uploaded here? Okay. So I don't have to look for images like this. I forgot. I have my brand kit, and in the brand kit itself, I have these images stored so that I don't have to look for it every time. There you go. I have a proper slide. So some few mockups I can put here and doing it, and it becomes my about me slide, what I do. That's it. So you can add in a box here. and add your name, add your brand here, and you're good to go. So this is how simple it is to make mock-ups, to do this, all of this. So let's have a quick revision of what we did. We learned how to make about
Sanchari, sorry, Sanchari, I have a question. How do you make those, these course creators, they have those boxed,
that's a mock-up only. You look for in mock-ups, you go to apps and you look for mock-ups here. There are these different mock-ups for courses and laptops. They show it in laptop only or in a book now. So you can also select, say, this book here. This
they
is the
have those
book.
3D books, the 3D box kind of a thing. I didn't
Yeah.
find it here.
Maybe you did not see through it. See, here it is. All of these are here, so you can find them here. And then you can simply put your course into this. Say, where is my course? Okay. Let me find my course and I will show you how to put it. Could you find it, Ajay? This is a book mock-up. I personally don't like those 3D mock-ups because they're the ones they show, because I feel they're very fake. I personally have a problem with those course mock-ups that they show. I feel they're very fake looking and they don't really look real. I like these computer and laptop ones much more. So where is my course? Let me see my ads. Okay, 1 minute. So I make my ads also using same strategies only. So let me just 1 minute. Say this is my ads. So let me first. Okay. Say this is the ad. I can copy. I'll have to do this group. And then take it here. Okay. I have to download it first. Here you go. So this is how they create the mock-ups, and all of this also is made using this only. So if you want to show, say, ebooks and courses you have written, this is how you can do it. Anything else you want to know?
Will you be sharing this recording?
I'll share it. No issues, I will share it. So these are that image revive that is going on. So it's created more images. Okay, so we covered logos, we covered things. I will show you just one more added to this. This is honestly something I would not recommend because it takes a lot of distraction and something I've implemented after a very long time. But one more way to create a solid impression is this. So you can have create a very good impression using your virtual backgrounds, using things like this as well. Using something more interactive, using this is a way. So as you can see, this entire thing I have made in Canva again. How would you do it? You would add these logos upstairs. Now you understand how this is done. This is a frame where I put the picture. These are just books that I've added in. This soul book is a mock-up. So now you also can generate something like this to put it out there. So when you share your screens, when you do it, this is also something you can build. This is again a way to create an impact.
No.
The second somebody sees, they feel, oh, something is happening, something is there. Oh, very nice, Swapna ji, very nice.
Very
So
clear.
last thing that I'm going to share is going to be about a little bit about templates. Okay. How to create, don't spend a lot of time on Instagram creating content or template every day. but you can just do something that matches you and figure it out. I'm going to give you the easiest way to make any templates or do this. This is through an OBS software. So OBS software, but if I show you it, I'll show you how complex it is so that you guys don't get tempted to start doing this. This is how my screen looks. And I have to constantly keep on adjusting my screen, constantly keep on putting their video capture devices here, my images here. So it is like a dashboard like this. How to start screaming, I have to stop the camera. So it's not something I'll really do this. And I only do it for my big webinars where I know that I want to create an impression, where I know that I have to do it. Okay. So now let's quickly work on the social media part also. Because some of you wanted to know, I'm going to teach you how to make a really easy reel. Very easy reel we'll do. Okay, because reels and videos were something many of you had asked. So I'll show you how to make super simple reels. I knew you would say never mind. Sound में sharing में तब problem आता है. यहाँ पे अगर एक variable आ जाए sound का, I have to start from scratch. Go again. This is so Niranjan, that is why it doesn't even use this. He's like, pagal hai, who will do all this? It's just that it is new. Like I don't mind putting so much effort to create an impression. So it's up to your personality. How much do you want to take it forward to? Okay, not Magic Studio. Let's go and make a reel now. So mobile video. The easiest way is already they have made so much. They have made these reels for you and all. Use them. Now, so nowadays there is an option that I haven't used this very much yet, but you are they can help you generate your own videos also. So let me try. I haven't used this yet. Let me see if it can create. Only thing that I do that you guys don't do is I experiment because I like doing it again. So liking and all. So, okay, I'm adding some images.
What is the difference between design media and this? What is Adhan Studio? What is it used for?
I didn't understand. Sorry.
Can you differentiate the Magic Design, Magic Media, and Magic Studio? What are the purposes?
No. They're all same. Magic Studio is the big part of it. Magic Design is the version to make PPTs and PDFs out of it. And Magic Design is just for Instagram. They're all the same only, AI generated only.
Okay.
Let's see, I've not used this option, but it says it's good and it's doing it pretty fast. Let's see how it generates. Otherwise, for video editing and video generation, I use Veed.io because there it has given a lot of options. Okay, it's already done. So there you go. Least effort things, the things that you really don't need to put a lot of work in, these are the ways to do it. Is it working? Okay, now it does. Let it load. That's Happy Independence Day. Wow. I am also wowed. It became so quickly it is able to do it. Before this, it used to take a lot of time. That is how quick it is. Now, the last thing that I'm going to leave you today with is going to help you create 30 posts in 1 minute. This is the last part that I want to clear because all of you who can we can use this instead of insult. What? Acha, InShot. Okay. Yeah. You can use it instead of InShot, but InShot is in phone, so I like it better. मैंने कहा insult की जगह video कैसे use करेंगे? The tool that I used for editing is Canva only. For editing, I use InShot or Veed.io because Veed.io has very good, caption service. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to leave you with this is this. So I already have this. Okay, so hey, I love this. Can you give me 30 inspirational, 30 useful tips that I can give on social media on my topic? Give it to me in a table form. These are very generic. Give me practical acts that will blow people's mind. Okay, say it has generated this. Now, ideally, you should read through each one of them and then decide. But today I'm just showing you the easy way to do this. So we'll copy paste this. Then you go to Canva again. Sorry. I will give you the recording because obviously you will have to watch this again and again to do this. I'm doing it in very quick speed. You will have to pause it many times to get through this. I have been doing it since 2017, back not 2016. Back in IIM when I used to teach Canva to kids or when I used to spend all my time doing Canva, people would laugh at me and say, Tera internship to graphic designer ka lagega. Who's laughing now? I saved lakhs and lakhs and I've generated 100 times more of that money using this simple tool. So I'm very glad I've spent so much time on this tool and given. So my speed comes from that. But if you do like half an hour practice every day, half an hour sitting on this tool and discovering, that's pretty enough. Okay. So 1 minute, I'll show you the real method to do this. So say Instagram post, I want an IG post size. So first I will select the template. I'll use quotes. Okay, let's pick up this only. Zyada brain nahi lagana. I have the logo also here, so I will put the logo here also. Okay, now comes the fun part. You go to apps and there will be something called bulk create. Where is the data? I have to copy the data from here. 1 minute. Just 1 second. Too much is bandwidth is happening. My system is little hanging. Copy this. Okay, done. Now I have to just click this. Later when you do this, you'll be able to fix it. You have to connect data when I do this. Okay. And then I just wait. It will generate 30 pages for me on its own. Oh, okay. There has been one slight issue. It has copied the number part of this. Just give me 1 second. I will fix something. So we'll start again. It has copied the number instead, but you can see every number it has generated because the sheet was like this. But I will fix it now. So I'll go to bulk again. Search for bulk here. Enter data manually. The table. The reason why is because it's picking up the numbers also. I just want the caption. So I will use. No. Add your data, enter manually. This I need to delete. Oh yeah, these technical things I hate working on, but they help me so much. So I basically want to lift all of this here, but it's not working. 1 second. Huh? I genuinely want to find an easier way to do this. It's so much tough. Okay, now I think it should be able to tell me. Connect it out. Okay, it's not. Anyways, I'll just record a video of this later and doing it, or let me just try one more time. Because it's really a very super cool hack. If this you can implement, your life will change.
You can also copy it in an Excel sheet and then connect that वो जो data लिखा है ना.
वो मेरे Mac पे नहीं होता है. The Mac connection that happens. You are absolutely correct, but Mac converts the Excel format and it has not worked for me. That's why that's why I'm having to do it this way. Now I think it will work. Ideally, the way you are saying it is supposed to be very easy to do this, but in my system, Mac, it doesn't happen. So no worries, I'll show it this way. CapCut is also a good this for editing, but use only one app. See, each app will have very different features and all. You can just choose one app and that will be enough for you to do. ChatGPT 4.0 is pretty slow. So I'll show you with 4 only for now since it's taking so much time to do. So you go here. Now it's very easy. Enter date manually. Clear table. Done. And connect data 21, 20. See, now it has generated all of them. This is now the correct system. So sorry for making it sound so complex. So without you doing anything, it has created 4 posts for you. Now you can every day just share this simply as a story. If you want, you can animate this as well and it can become a reel. This whole thing you can pick up from here. And there you go. You have reels for every day. So every day you can put out a reel for yourself without any effort. This I did for 4. Imagine creating 50 posts without effort like this. Because that's how easy it is. I will have to just copy these hacks and doing it. So this is a great tool for you to use to create bulk posts at once and never have to worry what you are doing. Swapna ji saying you're doing faster than the app. So that's it. That has been the session, today's session. Oh, okay. It's because of OBS it's hanging. No. It's because of the OBS tool. When I start using the OBS tool, it hangs. So I will quickly shift back to this. Okay. Couple of more things you can use to create a better impression is something called the virtual background, which now you people are very used to. You can make this as well. So that's it. That has been from my side. I hope that you can now use these tips and all to improve the way you are looking at how to create impression, how to create impact, and how to do this. Honestly, this is just part one of this. The next part of this, we will be working on social media calendar. You put in your 5-finger model and ask it, please generate social media calendar for me. Simple. Once you have that 5-finger model, everything is just a extension of that. So for example, in the chat GPT, I wrote this, okay. Same thing, you'll write a please help me also generate social media calendar for 2 weeks. There you go. In 15 minutes. Share your mission, post a family yoga pose, all of it is given. Now you simply have to make it. If you are like, I don't want to put any effort to this, you can even go and copy this. Give details. First, there was an option of using Canva integrated with ChatGPT only. Now they have not given that app permission. Okay, so you can say, superb, generate the Instagram post then. This is one way. Otherwise, next thing you can do is copy paste this, copy this. Then you go here. Here you go to your Magic Studio. Okay, this much instructions it can't take. So I will give the smaller instruction to it. Wellness Wednesday poster, family pose yoga. So I'll go ahead. It's generating for me here. Here, it's given you an image also for your this. I can't see the image. So it's acting like the human because it's working for a while now. It's got also tired and it's giving me random answers now. Ha, see? That's it. Your pose has been created. This is how simple it is. If you don't want to do any effort, if you just want to let your Instagram do on it, it will also create for you. So now none of you have any excuses for not, of course, the amount of effort you put into it, the result will come for that. So if you make your own post, of course, they will give you more value. If you use that post and all, this will not give you that. Okay, so it's not working image. It has gone, it has finally gone into, it's come. So it has given you an image generation as well for this. Okay. So that's it. That's how you can use a mixture of Canva. You can use a mixture of ChatGPT to, build or create a visual stunning experience for you. If you like this, please ask others to join the class and help themselves upgrade their visual skills as well. Thank you so much. The next time we meet, we'll be talking about more of the social media part, how to create content for 1 month together. But for now, I want you to make your slides, because the same slides can in 1 minute be converted into Instagram posts. That is this. I just show you this hack also. So anything you make as a PPT, you can easily make it as a slide without any effort. So first make these slides that I've asked you to make. And next time when we meet, we can use the same to build to build Instagram posts. So say, now this is my post. Okay, this about me, this is my post. What has happened? I simply have to pick this up and I have to go to called resize. And I resize it to Instagram portrait. When I started Canva 6 years, this resize option used to be like the most coveted options. Now this is the basic option. Yeah. So once it generates the same thing, you can post there also. Some issue has happened, it will regenerate, but you get the idea. You use the same thing to do it, and you'll have a series of LinkedIn content, Twitter content, Instagram content, everything. Okay.
Sanchari,
I will have to share the recording. Thank you. Yeah, tell
can
me.
you just show it once again? How do
Okay.
you generate Insta post from the slide?
Okay, I'll just show it again. My aim was not to get you people to make it right now. I wanted all of you to appreciate the effort, the whole part of Canva. Now you take the recording and watch it one by one and doing it. I have zero expectation that any one of you would be able to make this. In fact, even if you make it in your first term, it is very cool of you. If you are able to implement this, it should.
No, sorry. How did you take it? Sorry, can you just show?
I'm showing only. Now, is my screen not visible?
Yeah, screen is visible. Okay.
There
So
is a
you right
resize
clicked it, is
magic
it?
switch. No. You
Oh,
select it. There is a resize and magic switch here.
Okay.
So you simply have to put the size that you want. Upstairs it's there. And you can simply resize this design. Entire presentation also, it does it in minutes. This is the option. Mine is it's hanging for me, but once you do it, you can see it has already put it into small pictures.
Sanchari, one question. This background that you've used, with the plane going, have you made the plane going, or you had got the image?
No, it's a video. It's a video.
It's a video like that. Okay. Because I know that you can put the virtual background, but I didn't know that you can put videos also as virtual background.
Yeah, you can put videos. So here, see, Swapna ji, it has adjusted. Now you simply might have to just work on the size part of it. So you simply can drag together at once. For example, this is it there. So you can select all of it using Control A and just make it bigger and adjust things. So you don't have to create all these things again and again. Just once you create and you forget about it. Okay. And virtual backgrounds, yeah, you can do animated virtual backgrounds. In fact, most of my virtual backgrounds are animated only, because again, I want to do it. But if you are having a more serious audience and doing it, I would recommend not to do it because it's distracting also. You can keep something simple. Otherwise, I have very complex backgrounds also. So you can take simple videos and you can do it as well. The trick is not too distracting. If you put it too distracting, it can be detrimental also. Okay, so that's it. That has been my session on how I create visual impacts. If it's overwhelming, it's okay. Go back, watch this recording again, try it. But I hope that you are you feel empowered with the whole possibility of how much you can do with this. You can literally create a 1 CR business with just using Canva, because that's exactly what I've done. From building things like this book that we sell as a kit, from being able to generate these PPTs to your visiting cards, all of this is part of the visual impact. So go and practice. I would love if you make something and show me what you have done so that I can give feedback on you. All of it works with this, whether be it your mood board, or you want to create ebooks like this to give to people. This is the part where you can start. Okay. Thank you so much for being with me for this session. Now I'm waiting to see all what do you make. The first homework for you all is to make a 1-pager about me slide. The homework that I want you to come up with and show me by tomorrow is if I make a 1 slide on your about me. Use your own imagination, use your own creativity, your own zing into it and build something. Okay. Thank you so much for this. Arigato for coming to this session. We'll see you later. Thank you. And if you didn't understand anything, you can reach out to me personally also.